Hello, I'm bringing you another comic book haul. This haul and the one that you'll also see on Friday were both on the same day, but are two very different hauls. This one is one where I went back to WeBook Inn on White Avenue here in Edmonton, and I traded 2 for 1. I had 31 books, and the person behind the counter, like I said, you know what, worked out to 16 books. So he let me take, because I had 31 books, and he let me take an extra book. So, and that's actually, you'll see a little bit of a surprise near the end, which I didn't really notice until a little bit later. But, and most of these are in the condition that they were got them out of the dollar bin. I just traded away stuff I had read, and I decided I just don't have the room to keep stuff, and my space for comic books is very limited. But I probably can get one, maybe 2 more short boxes, and then that's it. I don't have any more room for comic books, so I have to go through, read stuff, and then decide whether I'm going to keep it or I'm going to trade it away. I have like almost the entire runs of Justice League America. Okay, maybe not the whole run of Justice League America, but a good portion of Justice League America and Justice League Europe. Not as much Justice League International, although I'm going to probably keep that. And I mean like the older ones. And I have my Justice League of America ones, but I probably the old Justice League of America I'm going to hang on to probably. But I think for Justice League America and Justice League Europe, it's time for me to say, you know what, I haven't really read any of this yet, or I've read 1 or 2 issues. I need to sit down, go through, read them all, sort of know the storylines, so that I know them, and because they've been, and then I'll just sort of move those on as trade to WeBook Inn for other books, because they're taking up space, and unless it's a major key, I'm probably not going to keep it. And how many major keys are in those runs? Well, the Lobo books, but so that those ones I'll probably will keep. But anyways, let's get on to this haul, because I've already been talking for over 2 minutes. All right, so first up, I saw this. We've got Black Adam Special Edition, issue number 1. So it's basically Black Adam number 1, but special edition because it's got the cover for The Rock as Black Adam. And I actually didn't mind that movie. I know it didn't do really well, but it was okay. And moving on, we have another issue of Mike Grell run of Green Arrow. This is issue number 49. So this one looked like it was in decent enough shape, and I decided, you know what, that's a cool cover, and I'm sort of collecting. I don't think I'm going to collect up to issue 50, but I think I've decided I'm going to collect to at least issue 20, and then we'll see how many of the other ones I can keep. And I was looking through the dollar bins, just sort of picking things at random. It's like some of it I'm just going to read, some of it I'm going to some of it I'm going to read and keep, some of it I'm going to just read and trade away. And I couldn't remember whether I had any of this. I've got Green Lantern Emerald Dawn number 2. Turns out I don't have any of this, so I'm going to have to see if I can find the rest of these. And then I'll probably will read it, and then I will probably trade it away, because it's not something I think I want to keep. The original Emerald Dawn, I think I want to have all of those, but the second one, not as much. Might see if I can find them in trades. Anyways, next up, I have some of the showcase books from DC, but not original showcase. First up, we have issue number 8 of Showcase 93. This really wild Batman and Two-Face cover. Yeah, and so these are books that I picked up, and it's like, I'm going to read them, and I'm probably going to trade them away, unless there's some major key significance. And we got from Showcase 95, issue number 3. So, with the Eradicator, it'll be something I read, and then I will trade away, probably. And we have Showcase 96, or Showcase, like, from 1996 series, and issue number 11 of that series. This one's got a cooler cover. We'll see whether I keep this one or not. I don't think there's any key significance or anything like that, but it's all stuff I want to read. Now, is that the last of the DC books? I believe it is. Oh, actually, there's a few more here. that are actually were in bags, but they're not the greatest bags. But we have The Question, issue number 3. Now these are I'm actually getting and keeping these. So issue number 3, I didn't have that one yet. I was going through, they had other issues. I could remember which ones I had, and I didn't look up on my list. And then issue number 15, it actually turns out I have this one. I'll have to see whether it's in better shape than the one I currently have. It doesn't look like it is. And then there was issue number 32. So, and with like with the Mike Grell run of Green Arrow, this one, it might be that I will just pick, like, try to get the first 20, and that'll be it. So, anyways, moving on. I'm going to end with the Marvel books because some of those I actually, there's only a couple of them, and I thought those were great finds to get. But now we're going to do the indie books. First up, this says, oh, I can't even, I tried to pronounce this several times. And I looked up, and this here is it looks like IV, but it's actually W. So it's TEYKWA. I'm not even going to, I can't even say that. So, but it has a really cool back cover as well. Well, that'll be something, and it was from Gemstone Comics, and it's at issue number 1. That may be something, depending on how cool the interior is, that I may just keep, or I may just read and get rid of. Anyways, this was the surprise, sort of the surprise. I got it home, and I thought it was a thicker issue, but it turned out to be issue 1 of Avalon Studios' Aria, A-R-I-A, I hope I'm saying that right, Blanc and Noir. And I thought it had this really cool back cover, but it turned out it was issue 2. So I ended up with an extra book. So I definitely got a deal in this trade. But those ones, because of their black and white covers, especially the one, the number 2 doesn't look like it's in very good shape. It'll be stuff I probably will read, and then I probably will get rid of. I don't know. And anyways, next up, we get to Bolero. This is issue 1. This is a square-bound book, and I bought it simply because the cover looked interesting. I believe this is for mature audiences only. Issue 1 doesn't say, but it looks like it's that thing by Wyatt Kennedy and Luano Vecchio. Vecchio maybe. But I have a feeling that is for mature audiences only. All right, and I had seen these sort of books, and I thought I had picked up some of them, and then I think it was Nate who showed off these or had mentioned them in a video, or somebody showed them, I think on the Friday show, and Nate said, "I love that," and I was like, in the comments, I said, "Yes, I have that," and it turned out they didn't have any of them. It's I can't talk today. It's Dragon Ring, issue number 1 of volume 2. So this is the second series of Dragon Ring. So this is now the first of these that I have. All right. And there's something else I'm going to show you at the end that wasn't free that I bought after I got these books. I almost forgot about that. But this next one was a number 1, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I got to take this one. It's just too funny. Did I get this as part of the trade, or did I get this as from a different... I think this was out of there. Yeah. Let me just pause. I got to do a count. Okay, I'm back. Yes. Okay, so this was part of the trade. For some reason, I thought I got this in part of the other haul. But this is Strike versus Sergeant Strike, issue number 1 from Eclipse Comics. And I had to buy this. I had to get this as part of the trade just to show it to the FOMO Squad guys. I thought, what the heck is this? And I think this is like it's either a one-shot or only 1 or 2. Maybe it's like 2 or 3 issues. I can't remember. All I know is this will be something I will read and then I will trade away. But I don't know. Just I'm watching them and I'm buying so many weird things that I would never ever considered before in my life. And yeah. Anyways, now we're going to end with what I consider the best two books, and these are not being traded away. These are from my PC. First off, we have The Crossing Line Part 2 of 6, Avengers issue number 320. Yeah, what else needs to be said? And we have The Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 177. I love fighting Spectacular Spider-Man in the dollar bins, because in my area you can't find Amazing Spider-Man hardly at all for cheap. It's Spectacular Spider-Man. That's the only one you can find at a reasonably priced or in dollar bin. But you just can't find Amazing Spider-Man for cheap. You just can't. It's just insane. I mean, I know most of them are keys and stuff, but holy smokes. It's like you would think some of the later ones you would be able to get them. Anyway, last thing I'm going to show is, and I paid just over $30 for this book, and I did a picture of this on my Instagram the other day after I got it, but I had picked up those dollar bin books, and I saw this, basically an art book, but it's also got comic strips in it, or the comics from this creator, and I saw it, and it's like, there was no way I was leaving it behind. We got the Vanguard Frazetta Classic, the Sensuous Frazetta. So that is spectacular. Can I show the back cover? I think I can show the back cover. The stuff inside I can't show. But yeah. So I was really, really happy to find that. It's got, so I mean, part of me wishes I could show you, but I can't really, I don't know. Is there something I can show? No, I can't show that. No, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to try. There's parts of it I could probably get away with, but it's like, all I can say is, finding that, I was very, very happy to get that. All right, so that was my latest haul of traded books, 2 for 1, and a special book at the end, Rosetta art book, which is now, along with my copy of Dave Stevens' art book, is one of the highlights of my collection. All right, I thank you for watching. It is greatly appreciated. I hope your day is going well. Do all the YouTube things if you feel like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.